Ever wondered why some people seem to build wealth effortlessly while others kind of struggle paycheck to paycheck?
Yeah, the pretty universal question, isn't it?
It really is. And what if the blueprint for financial success wasn't, some modern economics thing, but thousands of years old? From ancient Babylon.
It does sound a bit, well, almost mythical.
Mm-hmm.
But the wisdom from back then, especially from that book, The Richest Man in Babylon,
That's the one we're digging into today.
yeah, it offers some surprisingly practical advice that honestly still holds up.
So our mission for this deep dive is to unpack those core ideas. We want to see how these ancient truths can help you with your finances today.
Right. Not with overly complex strategies, but with clear steps.
Exactly. Simple, actionable things. You might even have a few, aha moments along the way.
It's pretty amazing how these concepts from such a different world still speak to the challenges we face now, financially speaking.
They really do. Okay, so principle number 1. The book calls it the golden rule, essentially. It's the power of paying yourself first. The Babylonians had this great phrase, start thy purse to fattening.
I love that phrase. And it's not just like saving whatever's left over at the end of the month, right?
Not at all.
It's very deliberate. You take at least 10% of everything you earn.
10% minimum.
Minimum. And you put it aside for yourself first, before the bills, before any fun money, anything.
It's the very first thing you do with your income. It's almost like a mindset shift, isn't it?
Totally. You're prioritizing your future self.
Yeah, making yourself the first creditor you pay. It's foundational.
And doing that small thing consistently, over time,
Yeah.
that's what builds that base for wealth.
It's such a clear first step anyone can take, really.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it flows right into the next idea, which is control thy expenses.
Ah, yes, because a lot of people feel like, well, I don't earn enough to save that 10%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a common feeling. But the Babylonians kind of called that out.
How-
They taught that expenses, well, they have this sneaky way of growing to meet whatever income you have.
Oh, yeah, lifestyle creep.
Right. Unless you actively, deliberately control them, put the brakes on.
So it forces you to look hard at your spending, like what's a real need versus just something you want.
Precisely. That conscious differentiation.
Mm.
And then choosing to live below your means.
It sounds simple, but it's a real strategy to, manage the outflow.
It is. And it helps you overcome that feeling of never having enough left over to save. Puts you back in control.
Okay, so you're paying yourself first, you're keeping expenses in check. What's next?
Well, saving is great, but it's not the whole picture for building wealth.
Right.
So the third principle is make thy gold multiply. Your money needs to start working for you.
So investing, not just letting it sit there.
Exactly. The book really stresses putting that saved money to work wisely. So it grows, it generates more wealth.
What kind of things did they suggest back then?
Things like business ventures, other kinds of investments, maybe what we'd call passive income streams today. The idea is building a financial engine.
Not just a pile of cash.
Right. It's about active growth.
So it pushes you beyond just hoarding savings and into thinking, okay, how can this money make more money? A proactive approach.
Very proactive. But then, naturally comes a warning.
Okay.
Guard thy treasures from loss. Because once you start accumulating, you need to protect it.
Makes sense. So what does that involve?
It's basically a timeless warning against, those tempting get-rich-quick schemes.
Stuff that promises the moon with no risk.
Exactly. The Babylonians were clear. Only invest where your capital is safe, and crucially, where you actually understand the risks involved.
Understanding the risk. That's key.
And they also stressed getting advice, but only from people who are genuinely experienced and successful with money themselves, not just anyone with an opinion.
That feels incredibly relevant today with all the investment noise online.
Doesn't it? It's practical guidance. Make informed decisions. Avoid those emotional traps. Be secure.
Okay, so protect your investments. What else? There was something about property, right?
Yes, principle 5.
Yeah.
Own thy home. They saw real significance in owning property.
Why was that so important to them?
Well, beyond just the security and stability of having your own place.
Which is huge in itself.
Absolutely. But it also fundamentally changes your financial picture long term, instead of rent just disappearing.
Yeah, paying someone else's mortgage.
Right. You're building equity, creating a tangible asset. And in a way, each mortgage payment is like a forced savings plan.
Never thought of it quite like that. A fort savings plan.
It helps build that long-term, even generational wealth.
So for you, the listener, this is about long-term stability, independence. It's a cornerstone.
A very solid one. And building on that long-term view, the next principle is ensure a future income.
Okay, so this is looking further ahead. Planning for retirement, maybe?
Essentially, yes. Planning for a time when you might not be actively working or choose not to be.
So like setting up income streams that keep going?
Exactly. Creating sources of income that support you and your family down the line, regardless of whether you're putting in the daily grind. Building assets that pay you.
It's about financial resilience, really. Thinking beyond the next paycheck or even the next year.
It prompts you to think about true financial freedom, not just savings, but building that safety net, those passive income streams, for more choices later.
Got it. Okay, we've covered savings, spending, investing, protecting, owning, planning. What's the last one?
The last one sort of brings it back to you, personally. It's increase thy ability to earn.
Ah, so improving yourself.
Exactly. It highlights that direct link between your personal development and your financial success.
How so?
The core idea is never stop learning. Keep improving your skills, expand your knowledge, work on your craft, your ethic, become more valuable.
Because the more value you offer.
The more you can potentially earn. Simple as that.
That's really empowering, actually. It frames learning and self-improvement not just as personal growth, but as a direct investment in your earning power.
Absolutely. A growth mindset that pays dividends, literally.
So wrapping this all up, it's pretty clear the richest man in Babylon isn't just some quaint old story.
No, not at all. It's more like a practical guide, a manual for financial freedom, really.
Hey, and the amazing thing is how these principles, thousands of years old, are still so incredibly relevant today.
They really are. It shows that wealth isn't usually about luck, is it?
No, it seems like it's more about discipline, making smart choices,
And consistently applying these kinds of timeless ideas.
taking those intentional steps day after day.
Yeah.
So we'll leave you with that powerful quote from the book. A part of all you earn is yours to keep. Really let that sink in.
Simple but profound.
It is. So the question for you now is, which of these ancient Babylonian principles will you choose to apply first in your own life?